Double or Nothing.
Oh,
But anyway, fuck it. So here are the matches, Frank. And before I tell you all the matches, let me tell you how many matches there are, including the pre-show. There are 13 matches on this card.
well, this is one of their biggest pay-per-views, right? So that's why there's a lot of matches.
So on the pre-show, it's Hookhausen, which is Hook and Danhausen, against which is against Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling. Any thoughts on this match? I don't have anything to say about this.
I don't know these guys that well. I know Hook. I've seen
So,
pictures of Hook. I
Danhausen,
know everybody.
so Hook just has his son in real life.
I know Hook. I know Danhausen, but I don't know enough about them to like talk about them.
Yeah.
I can see why Hook is a big star because he's got the look and everything.
Yeah.
But again, I can't even talk enough about him because I haven't seen him. I don't watch AEW like that. And Danhausen, I'll say this about Danhausen: he looks like he's got a nice little gimmick going. But again, I don't watch enough about him to really, what I've seen from AEW does not make me want to tune in every week.
Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly versus Darby Allin. Why is this on a pay-per-view? Seems like a perfect AEW Dynamite match, not a pay-per-view match. But
I know everybody loves Darby Allin, so you got to put your guy on pay-per-view if everybody loves him, right? The skateboard dude.
Give him Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay for the AEW TBS Championship. I like Anna Jay. She has a great look. She's beautiful. I like
my favorite women's wrestler from AEW is Ty because she is beautiful, man.
Well, we'll get to her in a minute. The House of Black, which is Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King against the Death Triangle. House of Black and Death Triangle. God, so much darkness in one match. This match should be a cool little match. I don't really know what the story is. Here's your girl right here, Frank. American Top Team: Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zandt with Dan Lambert versus Sammy Guevara, Frankie Kazarian, and Ty Conti. 6-person mixed tag match. If American Top Team win, neither Guevara nor Kazarian will be allowed to challenge for the TNT Championship as long as Sky is champion.
Okay. I want to talk about Dan Lambert for a second, but before I do that, I want to say when Tay Conti, right? Tay, I'm not sure.
Yeah, same difference.
When she says Latinas do it better, she ain't lying. She is not lying. But Dan Lambert, I've seen a little bit of him when I watch, whenever, which is a rarity when I tune into Dynamite or Rampage, the other show, right? Which I think I've only watched like 1 or 2 Rampages. But Dan Lambert's an entertaining dude, I'll say that.
He really is. He knows how to get that bad guy stuff. Yeah.
That's the thing. AEW has some entertaining talent, but it's just whenever you watch the weekly shows, it's like match after match after match after match after. Now you know what I say. I want storylines. Stuff like when we talk about Shane versus Kane. Dude, I just named off how many damn segments that took place on Raw leading up to that show. You just don't really see stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's just one match. That's just one match on that show. Every other match had like stuff going on Raw leading up.
I want to say something real quick. PETA, if you watch this video, do not get on my ass about me wrestling with my dog. I swear it's all in fun. My dog is not abused. He's not hurt. He is fine. Yep. He's healthy. He's happy. We give him love every single day. When I was wrestling him, that was just playing. So PETA, don't get all. Go ahead.
So PETA about to clap him. So send your applications in the comments.
Next match, fuck you, Frank. Next match is the Hardys versus the Young Bucks. A match that, quite frankly, nobody asked for.
I'll say this. I know everybody hates the Young Bucks. I'm not going to sit here and say they're the greatest, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, when they were in Impact, what are you doing? I don't even.
No. I'm raising my hand as somebody who hates the Young Bucks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because you were raising your hand, but you were also like pointing. I didn't know what you
Yeah, I
meant
was
by
raising my hand, pointing at the hand.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was doing
Uh,
this. I was doing. Did
Look, when they were in Impact in
you see what I was doing?
2010,
I was doing.
yes. Again, he is immature. Please put your applications in the comments. I'm gonna have a new co-host next week. We're gonna go over the first SmackDown after 9/11. So put your application if you want to be a part of that. Maybe Tay Conti will be here next week. You know, you never know.
Into your fucking dreams, buddy. In your fucking dreams, homie. You have to wrestle Sammy Guevara first, bro. Anyway.
What was I gonna say? Now, oh yeah. So when the Young Bucks were in Impact in 2010, and for everybody who hates Impact in 2010, if you've watched this show enough, it should come as no surprise that I loved Impact in 2010. And this is the first. I remember the first time I saw the Young Bucks. They had a tryout match on Impact in early 2010.
That's when I saw them. That's the first time I saw them too. Was
Yeah,
Impact. I liked
it
them.
was against.
When I first saw them, I actually liked them because they had some really cool moves. I liked that little springboard, like face buster. But they did it one time where it looked like it was a springboard, like pile driver. It looks really cool.
But yeah, so they had a tryout match with the Guns, and they came out, and I'm like, these guys look like the Hardys because they were like dressed up like 90s Hardys. I'm like, what? Who is this? And so, you know, they went on and had a couple of really good matches with the Motor City Machine Guns that year. And, you know, I saw them perform live at a Ring of Honor event, twice to be actually. Final Battle 2013 was the first Ring of Honor event I ever was at. I can't remember everybody who was involved with the match, but the match I remember was the next Ring of Honor event I went to, World of Worlds 2014. I even saw them at both events. I got their autographs at Final Battle, and then just said, "Hey, what's up?" at World of Worlds. But at World of Worlds 2014, they faced Red Dragon, and that was a pretty good match. But the one thing I'll say about this, no disrespect to Young Bucks at all, but when they do all those crazy things, at first they look all cool, but as time goes on, it's like, you know,
same old.
Yeah. And it's not like they're mega stars or anything. I mean, I guess they have their following. I'll say that. They got the niche audience, which is what AEW is all about, the niche audience. And good for them. You know, it's better than trying to literally go head to head with WWE, which you never want to do. Definitely not AEW. They didn't make the big bang that Eric Bischoff did before going, or well, maybe shortly after going head to head with the NWO angle. I don't expect that AEW could do something like that. I hope they do, though. To be honest, I want WWE to get pushed the way WCW pushed WWE, because when that happens, you know, Vince McMahon, he ain't gonna stand by and let another promotion just slowly kill off WWE.
Peep the shirt.
Yeah, it looks nice. I can't really see who's on it, but it looks cool. I can tell it's an old school. Oh, I see Hogan, the GOAT. You got the GOAT on the shirt.
There's let's see. There's
Savage.
There's Savage. There's Flair. Sheik.
Shout out to the guy who plays Savage on Young Rock.
Yeah,
he was tremendous in that Sears scene. I don't know if you saw the episode yet, but apparently Savage opened a Sears when Sears first went in business.
Oh,
and like after he opened it, you know, they do the ribbon cutting. He apparently like stayed in there. He stayed in the store and was like shaking everybody's hands, like, "Hey, how you doing? And one of the lady comes up to the owner.
Sorry.
Yeah, one of the lady comes up to the owner and is like, "Savage works here?" Like, no.
Anyway,
then,
next match.
The best weekly wrestling show on TV today, although the season ended, you know.
Yeah, Jurassic Express versus Team Taz versus Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland for the tag team title in a 3-way. Not that 3-way, but you know what I mean?
Told you he's immature.
Send your applications for a new co-host. So you got nothing to say about that match? Okay, great.
Well, I'll say about Keith Lee. I know everybody loves the guy because he's a great wrestler. I never saw the appeal in Keith Lee. Honestly, he's just a wrestler, in my opinion.
Expert analysis. The Jericho Appreciation.
We are not experts. I want to just say that we're just giving our thoughts on here.
Facts. That's right. We're not experts. We're not professional podcasters. Right. Obviously, if we were professionals, you wouldn't see me wrestling my dog or moving my computer from my bedroom to my.
You mean to tell me that Bruce Pritchard doesn't wrestle his dog in the middle of something to wrestle with?
Probably not. No, probably not. Probably
text Christian, take your pills.
Probably text Vince, "Hey Vince, you want a blowjob after this?" Anyway,
see you again, immaturity.
Anyway,
stop with the Bruce Pritchard hate. There will be no Bruce Pritchard hate on this podcast.
Okay. The Jericho. I wonder if he makes those Vince McMahon. I wonder if he imitates Vince McMahon while he's blowing him.
Oh gosh.
The Jericho Appreciation Society, which is Chris Jericho, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager against Eddie Kingston, Santana, Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club, Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley. Anarchy in the Arena match. Say it with me, folks. Lazy booking.
I don't watch the product. I don't know what to say. I like Bryan Danielson in WWE when he.
I like that little moment of silence that we had. By the way, that was hilarious. But Arena, it's basically like anything goes, pretty much. Lazy.
Oh, I know.
Okay. And then we got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, one of my favorite women wrestlers, against Ruby Soho, who I don't really care for at all. I'm not really a big fan of Ruby. I don't really see the appeal in her. Everybody loves Ruby. I don't see the appeal. This is the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Final. Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. The Men's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Final. And Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. I think I said that name right. Satnam Singh. Barred from ringside.
That feels like 06 Impact right there. Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt. Free your mind. Free your mind.
Yeah. MJF versus Wardlow. If Wardlow wins, he'll be granted his release from his contract with MJF. Now, if MJF wins, Wardlow will be permanently banned from signing with AEW. Well, that pretty much gives the winner away.
That sounds like something cool going on there. So MJF essentially owns the property of Warlord, kind of like Test with Stacy Keibler.
Of Wardlow, yeah.
Wardlow
versus Serena Deeb for the AEW Women's Championship. I'm sorry, they call it for the AEW Women's World Championship. Don't ask me why they call it the World, but yeah.
Well, it's the world title. It's the Women's World title.
I guess.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Why doesn't WWE just call it the WWE Raw Women's World Champion, the WWE SmackDown Women's World
Champion? They could.
And then finally, in the main event of AEW Double or Nothing 2022, Hangman Adam Page defends the AEW World Championship against CM Punk.
Where's the show going to be?
1 sec. I think it's in Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas? Oh, yeah, Double or Nothing. That makes sense.
Let me see. It's going to take place at the T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada.
Right, where the Golden Knights play.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I expect Punk to win that. At some point, they're gonna put the belt on. They got it. So probably tomorrow night. I would expect that to happen.
Yeah. So that's Double or Nothing. You want to preview Hell in a Cell since we're doing previews?
Yeah, I guess so. When's Hell in a Cell? Why in the world is Hell in a Cell in May now?
June the 5th, so next weekend.
Why is Hell in a Cell in June now?
Good question. I don't know. So here are the matches so far, and there can always be more matches added. Here are the matches so far. Ezekiel against Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear that Ezekiel is
he's pretty.
Yeah,
fun.
that's Elijah, right?
Elias. Yeah, they're actually pretty good with that thing. At first I was like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? But then after a while, you're like, because you see photos of those two, and you're like, okay, that's kind of good. That's really good. Yeah. Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP in a 2-on-1 handicap match.
So MVP's rolling with Omos now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Bianca Belair defends the Raw Women's title against Asuka and Becky Lynch. And the only advertised Hell in a Cell match for Hell in a Cell, Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins.
So there's no 2 Hell in a Cell matches anymore?
As of today, as of the time of reading that, no. There's only 1 Hell in a Cell.
Well, personally, I don't like the gimmick pay-per-views. To me, Hell in a Cell should be built up, and it should end a blood feud.
Yeah.
I don't like Elimination Chamber having its own show, Money in the Bank, all that. I'm not a fan of that personally. I liked when they had Money in the Bank every year for WrestleMania, but why not just make it a surprise, man?
Right.
Surprise, like same thing with Elimination Chamber. Early on, Elimination Chamber, you never knew when it was gonna happen. It first happened at Survivor Series 02, and then happened SummerSlam 03. By the way,